Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the limited edition Wet n Wild Care Bears collection. I picked up some of the hot items from this collection, put them on my face today. You're going to see some application, you're going to get a review. Before we dive in, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I do come out with new videos every week. I have to admit, these character collections, they get to me sometimes. How cute are Care Bears. Definitely grew up watching some Care Bears. I know my younger siblings also watched Care Bears a little bit. Their look might have changed a little bit. A lot of them got added throughout the years. But when I was younger, Funshine Bear was my favorite, which is really funny because I don't really like yellow that much. And Funshine Bear is the little yellow guy right here. I remember having a stuffed animal of Funshine Bear. The items I'm going to go over today are the eyeshadow palette. You already saw that. I got the brush set, the bronzer, the blush, the highlight, and the makeup primer serum. We'll start out with the eyeshadow palette because I'm sure that's one of the more coveted items from this limited edition collection. On their website, it runs for $16.99, so not the cheapest Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. I find that sometimes with these collections, they do hike the price a little bit, and also with just the world in general right now, makeup is getting more expensive. It's the Caring Counts palette for eye and face. It says, spread love and happiness. This palette features 15 hyperpigmented shades, perfectly curated to each cuddly Care Bear in a mix of buttery soft mattes, sparkly shimmers, gleaming satins, and self-adhering multi-dimensional glitters to create beautiful looks infused with positive energy. Formulated for long-lasting wear, silky smooth glide, seamless blending, this super versatile palette can be used to create an endless array of artistic styles. Use wet or dry for high impact color. There are two shadows in this palette that they don't recommend for eyes, which is why I believe they would call it an eye and face palette. Bedtime Bear and Best Friend Bears are considered face pigments, probably because of the colors. They cause staining and it's just not suited as safe for eyes in the US. Each shade name is named after a Care Bear, and some of the shadows do have the little symbol from that Care Bear on the palette or in the shadow. As you see my application as well, the liquid eyeliner I used is also from Wet n Wild. It is their Mega Liner. I recommend that for a black eyeliner, liquid eyeliner all the time. And I did use one of the brushes from the set while doing the eyeshadow look as well. A couple quick thoughts on the eyeshadow palette. They are different finishes, so they are going to behave differently. Not all of these are going to swatch the same. They're not all going to wear the same. I was really impressed with the glitter that I put on. It is really self-adhering. It does stick pretty well. I do apply glitters with a silicone brush or my finger. I don't like to really use them as much with a bristle brush. I don't think they apply as well. So if you have a little silicone brush, that really helps with the application. Some of the shadows do come off a little bit more pastel than how they look in the palette. I'd say all of the shades come off a little bit lighter on the skin. They do blend fairly well, pretty typical for Wet n Wild eyeshadows. If you have a young makeup lover in your life, someone in their teens, probably would love this palette. Definitely could see this in like a preteen Easter basket sort of gift. I do think it could have been a little bit cheaper for what you're getting, but like I mentioned before, prices are just iffy with everything right now. Next up is the primer serum. This smells, oh my gosh, I can't even get over it. The primer serum runs for $9.49. It's the Brighten Your Day Primer Serum. Like sunshine in a bottle, this primer serum is sure to brighten your day and your complexion with sunflower oil, vitamin C, and niacinamide. The nourishing formula preps, primes, and refines skin for longer lasting makeup application. This is one of those products I saw on the display that I had to pick up because it did have Funshine Bear on it, and I do love hydrating primers. Let me get back to the smell. It smells like one of those little lemonade, oh my gosh, the little lemonade pouches from childhood. Like, oh my goodness, it smells, or like even the little, not pouches, little juice boxes with like Minute Maid lemonade in it. This is what that smells like to me. So really playing on that nostalgia factor with the scent of this primer. The dropper is really easy to use, and it does feel very hydrating on the skin upon application. The hydration didn't really last though, which was unfortunate. I think if I prep my skin more with heavier skincare, or if I did 2 layers of the primer serum, it might have been a little bit more beneficial just because I have very dry skin. Absolutely love this though. The bottle alone, so sweet, so precious. If you don't like heavy scents though, stay away from it because it does have a very strong smell. Now the bronzer, blush, and the highlight are all the same price. They are $6.49. I think each of these products was a little bit cheaper than what I'm seeing them listed for. I got mine at Walmart in store, but the online prices on Wet n Wild's website is what I'm sourcing here. The Live, Laugh, Hug bronzer. Bronzers are always really tricky because I have very fair skin. It doesn't really say much on the back, but I was highly impressed with this and how it paired with the brush in the collection. It blended seamlessly on my skin. It didn't apply too heavy. It's not patchy. I'm going to be using this bronzer a lot. I really, really like it. But if you do have a deeper complexion, I'm not sure this may work as well for you. So if you are very fair like I am, light, medium, you could definitely build this up to be a little bit of a heavier bronzer. But for very fair skin, it is very easy to apply, and I like applying it with the brush from the collection as well. The big fluffy side of the face brush worked really nicely. Next up is the blush. Do What You Love blush. It is a nice pink shade. The blush was a little bit more powdery than I was anticipating, but it did blend on the skin very nicely. I do wish it had a little bit more of a satin finish, but that's just me. I'm not as in love with a matte blush, but it still tied together well with the look, didn't go on too heavy, very similar to the bronzer in that you can build it up in a way that works best for your complexion. Again though, I think this would probably end up looking chalky on deeper skin tones, but from very fair to maybe medium could get away with this. I'd say if you have fair skin though, you'd probably be pretty safe. Cute either way, and I think it's a nice, really traditional pink blush. The Let Your Light Shine highlighter. I love that the highlighter has Funshine Bear's little sunshine on the inside. I put this on my cheekbones, on my inner corners, and under my brow bone. I forgot to mention before, but the bronzer, blush, and highlight all do not have a scent to them. I will say the highlighter was a little bit more, I don't want to say glittery. It's definitely not as smooth as their Mega Glow highlights. It does tie well into sort of the glitter sparkly look of the eyeshadow palette, so it does pair well with that. If you're using the glitters, sparkles in the eyeshadow palette, it makes sense. It pairs well with that. This is not going to be a subtle, everyday sort of highlighter. I didn't really put a heavy hand, and a lot of it went down on my skin. So it's not a bad highlighter by any means, but if you're looking for something for every day, the color may kind of fool you, and that you can do that. I would say it's going to be more for dramatic. You really want to show that you have highlighter on your cheek. This is a little bit more, or it comes off a little bit more sparkly. The brush is also the same price as the palette, $16.99. Oh, I'm holding the wrong one. This one is from a previous collection. I took it out to compare for you guys. This collection comes with 2 dual-ended ones. This one is more of a face brush, and this one is more of an eyeshadow brush. You saw me use these guys in the video. The face one has just some hearts on it. It says Care Bears. It's got the little hearts on the inside. And then the eye one has some clouds, some stars. It says Care Bears on it as well. I think the brushes are adorable and would pair really well with the eyeshadow palette if you're giving it as a gift, or any of these really, but it does tie into the playful Care Bear theme. I like that they did different colors on the ends of the brushes as well. Got the purple, the blue, turquoise, pink. It reminds you a bit of the different colors of the Care Bears. There are more items in this collection. They came out with sponges. I wrote a whole list of sponges, makeup bag, eyelash curler and mascara set, lip glosses, cleansing balm, face mist, setting spray, lip mask and scrub, and lashes. The packaging for the lashes is adorable, but did not pick it all up. Try to save some dollars, so tried to pick up what I thought would, why do I keep picking these up? Tried to pick up what I thought you guys would be interested in. I'm just rambling at this point. I did put on some different Wet n Wild gloss since I didn't have the glosses from this collection. These are the Mega Slicks glosses. I put these two on. I did a whole video of these glosses. You can go check that out. I have swatches of them. Let me know your thoughts on this collection in the comments down below. Do you love these kind of character pop culture themed collections that these companies are coming out with? I'm such a sucker for them. Sometimes it can kind of seem like a lot though. If you had a favorite Care Bear from your childhood, you can also leave that in the comments below as well. It may be fun to find out which Care Bears you guys liked. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye everyone.